When you are ready to get dating, most of the time you smile. There is something that contentment telling you now, you are ready now, you can get somebody.
You just literally made me smile. You only know you're ready to date when you don't want to date.
Some of the people, they make jokes, kimuchezo tu, naanza tuoane, ni sawa. So you begin a family that you are not set. A true love, you will never see a wood. That physical preparedness, psychological preparedness, spiritual preparedness, it is very important.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Of course, it is me, Martha Mora, and we are here decoding the process just because we love you and we want you to, of course, have the best when it comes to relationships and, of course, climbing the ladder to marriage. That is what we really desire for you guys, that you will have the best journey with the best person. And with me, I'm joined once again with our teacher, Mr. John Kungu. Karibu sana. We enjoyed your session last time and we thought we really need to have you here again. Thank you very much for honoring our invite.
Thank you.
You can introduce yourself.
So thank you very much for another chance to be at this station. For those who are watching us, I'm John Kunga, and I thank God for another chance to come and interact and to share how we can make our future to have a bright lighting star. I'm also an author. I've written a book that is called Forgiveness as the Greatest Asset of Human Heart and the Mind. And I am sure even in the family and relationship, what will make the family to stand is about forgiveness. Yeah. Without forgiveness, we cannot move anywhere.
And of course, forgiving the past mistakes your partners made,
yes,
so you can have a life full of, a heart that is healed.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we enter relationships with baggages. I think the book is right here. Instead of really waiting for us to finish, I feel like it's timely for us to do it now.
Yeah.
It's called Forgiveness as the Greatest Asset of the Human Heart. And I love it. It looks, the title is just so nice.
Thank you.
And of course, because forgiveness is very hard and people forget that they need to forgive, having pain in your heart is like, really not forgiving, is simply like swallowing poison and expecting your neighbor to swallow.
Yeah.
To die. So that is the worst thing about forgiveness. It destroys the one who's not forgiving and not the one who wronged the person.
Yeah.
So you can get this book, and I know he will give us his contacts before we end this show. It's an amazing one, and I talked to him before this show and I realized he has a life experience connected to this title, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. So right on to what we are supposed to discuss.
Yeah.
Today we want to talk about one thing that many people ask: am I ready to date? When do I know that it is time for me? Because people are like, is it when I'm 30? Is it when I'm 20? Is it when I have a car or a house? Is it when I am ready physically, emotionally? Is it all those things? Is it when do I know that I'm actually ready to accommodate somebody else in my life so we can begin a journey towards commitment? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe to begin with, we can ask ourselves, what is dating? Because people have been contradicting the word dating and something to do with sex. And I want to say that dating, it is a casual process whereby you tend to know somebody into detail. You want to access how that person talk, how person behave, and that's why you decide to move out of where you are used, maybe in the place of work. Maybe you can decide to go into a hotel, you can decide to go to a forest, you can decide to go to on a mountain, you go and hike together. That's all about dating. So you come in an agreement, we want to know one another into detail. Yeah, that's all about dating. Because people normally contradict the word dating and sex.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with sex. It is very diverse. You go together, come up with an idea. I want to know you into detail. And that is the best thing to begin, even before you start the relationship, so that you know one another. Once you know one another, you'll be able now to make the second step.
So dating is not about meeting.
No.
It's about collecting data.
Yeah.
I need to know who you are.
Yeah.
I need to really understand who is this person that I want to commit my life to. So yeah, that is very clear. So probably you can tell us if there exists any types of dating out here that people have different definitions of dating and all those things. Are there any different types of how people date outside?
Yeah, quite a number, but we'll look at a few. One of the common one which is being used by the current generation is online dating. You go into Facebook, you see somebody smiling, and then you book that person. You go in the, maybe in the YouTube, you see somebody singing very nicely, and then you throw a message. Unarusha mishare huko. Kirusha naye anarudisha. So in the process you keep on interacting until now you meet physically. Before then, you have been talking online, and it is a bit tricky because that person can be different. Maybe he can be having a photo of somebody. He can even he can add some maybe body. He can change the face and then everything, add some materials, and then after that you come and meet somebody and say, hey, I was thinking I was meeting somebody who is very slim. Now I'm meeting a giant. Or maybe you are expecting a giant, then you see something like that. So that is one type of dating online. We also have another one that is called double dating. Double dating is whereby you come with your family, I come with mine, then we go. So we are double, we are two. So you come with your family, somebody else in the family. You are just two families. You come with your, maybe you decide to go in maybe in a hotel, and we have time together, we share, we experience one another, tunajuana zaidi. Yeah, that is called double dating. We also have another one, group dating. Group dating is whereby you come with, let's say like the way we are around 5 friends. Kila mtu maybe with the couple, you go as a group. You go as a group, the husband and the wife, and quite a number, maybe you can be 10 families. You go somewhere, maybe in a hotel. You can even decide to book a bus and you go together. You go and interact together to know one another into detail. Maybe you go and express the challenges you experience, the weaknesses you experience, what you experience in the family. That one, dating is nothing else other than knowing one more into detail. We also have another one called blind dating. Blind dating is where you meet anybody and you talk, right? Regardless of where you come from. It is very common when people, for example, you take a beer. When you take beer, you see everybody is beautiful. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I don't know the science behind. Yeah, so you start saying, I have. You see somebody there, and you call that person, and they are always ready to come. So they just come, and then you move together. You don't know this person even a single degree. Then from there, most of the time when you have taken beer, most of the time, it may end up maybe even not even discussing, maybe knowing one another, but you end up maybe getting involved, maybe sex or such kind of things. Yeah, maybe another one is called the cash. There's also another one serious. It's called serious dating. Serious dating is whereby you are there, you have met, and you have gone purposely to discuss something that is very vital, something that is important, something that is going to make you even to have a future. You are there, maybe you are purpose now to have a family. Now you want to start a relationship. That's what's called a serious dating. And I hope we should be on that side so that we make a good families.
Wow.
Yeah.
So on to that, of course, we've discussed various types of dating. Why do people actually date? What is the main reason for people really getting to date so that I can know someone and, of course, get to the next level?
Okay, thank you, thank you, Mother. There are so many, quite a number of reasons why people date, but maybe you can look at a few. One, people date for love. You want to date, GM2, then from there we can start a relationship. That is one of them. You share, I give this is me, I give you do and don'ts. I tell you what I have been experiencing in my life. And I don't know, at the beginning, the love is so sweet. Love is so enjoying when the people are beginning to share. You can even give your heart. But as time keep on going, if it is not a true love the way we were saying in our previous program, it is start dying slowly. And the beginning of dating, it is we talk of foundation. There is something called foundation. This building, it has a foundation. They have got something called principles of foundation. And one of the principles of foundation is that foundation is very expensive. When you are constructing a house, you spend a lot of money making the foundation. Foundation takes time. Even a relationship, don't rush in the morning and you marry in the evening. Like the story of, their story used to be called, somebody was born on Monday, Simon Makonde. He was born on Monday and he died on Sunday. He was buried on Sunday. I came to realize Simon Makonde is a house fry. It takes 7 days.
So anyone who's anyone who's trying to run life is behaving like a housefly.
A housefly, imagine. So we are saying it takes time. Then foundation, it goes downwards. If you want somebody to listen to you, go to the year level. And then foundation, the deeper the foundation, the taller the building. The more you dig your background, the more you build a bigger house in a relationship. So love is very important. Number two, why people date, there are people who date for sex. Just for that. They are for that. After that, that's all. It's now a business. Then we also have another reason why people date, other date, to avoid being alone. Umekaa peke yako unasikia hapana. Umekaa kwa nyumba, kisha TV imekuchosha. You decide, TV is not good. Laptop, my phone. You know, phone is monologue. Phone is monologue, TV is monologue. When you are in your bed that you love is also monologue. And then by the end of the day, say, imaisha kukaa peke yangu siwezi. Then you look for somebody, you date and you move together. It's another reason. Another date for companionship. You need somebody who is a companion. It is very common with the families. People have started their families. They date, they agree. Let's meet, maybe the husband work in one point, another one work in another point. To say, hey, let's meet on Friday at a certain point. You stay there and you share and discuss. Other date for marriage, you date. You keep on now planning. As you move there, you are talking, you are sharing, and then you start a marriage. Others, they date for money. Wale tunasikia wanakula fare. Wale wanakula fare. I came to learn the fare is not only on one side nowadays. Fare is both sides. Even we have some ladies who have a lot of money. They take even advantage of a student who are in school. Anaona vijana wako sawa. They need strong boys. So he is there to drop them maybe in a gate ya shule na mkujia jioni. So wakati mwingine kijana anasema sina pesa. Pengine mama hajatoka huyo the sugar mami hajatoka kwa kazi. Mwambia pesa haitoshi, nilikula lunch yote ikaisha. So sambaza. So it is a two-way nowadays. So you can see somebody is dating because of money. Then others, they date for trials. Kujaribu, you want to test waters. Wacha ni mdate nione kama anaweza kuja. Others, they have been sending fare, which I'll never seen them. They keep on sending fare, and it has been limited. There are quite a number of them. Others, they date for sympathy. Mhurumie tu.
At least they want to have somebody who's there to really show them some mercy. Because, but I think those reasons are quite good, and of course they can never, be exhausted. So many reasons we all date. Some of us, we are dating because we just lost our parents, maybe somebody close, and I feel, I just want to, or rather there are people who date for charity. I have been paying school fees for him or her, so I should get the honors of being their partner.
And others take advantage of that.
Yes, but it's not supposed to be like that. You even beggars, you only drop a coin and go home. You don't carry them home. And one thing, if you help somebody, just go home. You don't need to demand any relationship.
I came to learn something, as I was doing my research and discovered the more you keep on dating very many people, today you have this person, tomorrow you have this one, tomorrow you have the other one. You keep on, it's like the way your heart, you keep on bringing somebody, you put in the heart. Then you bring another one, put in the heart. Bring another one, put in the heart. Maybe ulipenda huyu kwa sababu ni mrefu, kupenda huyu mdogo, kupenda huyu brown, slim, like that. So you keep on varying very many people. By the time you now be ready now to start a family, you start having a problem of comparing. Now starts wondering, I think yule alikuwa mweusi ndiye alikuwa mzuri. So you have so many people in your heart, and now you are wondering who are you going to choose. So you end up becoming confused, and even ended up saying, ni kama wote si wazuri, ama unaona wote ni wazuri, but you cannot accommodate them. So it is always very careful when you are starting a relationship, when you are dating. Take time, don't rush. Ask yourself. Sita, it's always good to have, you are the CEO to your body. Sit down and ask yourself, what kind of a wife do I want? What kind of a husband do I want? And do not be too selective. The more you become too selective, the more you distance yourself from them. Because you think, nafikiri nataka mtu kama huyo, you keep on deleting one after the other. By the end of the day, it may take up some years. when you are willing to get married, the years has passed. Yes.
So time is really already running, and we haven't even gone to really why when do I know I'm ready. But of course, we can brush through in the next 3-4 minutes on a few things that denote that I'm actually really ready for any relationship. At least let's mention the 3 major ones that we can look at.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mother. I think, how do I know that I'm ready to date somebody? The first one is you have something that attracts you as your partner. There is something that you get, something that is moving to you. Maybe you have been sharing in your jobs, in work, in the church, you have been interacting. So that person, when he starts sharing with you, you start feeling there is somebody, I think I can listen to that person. There are many people who maybe talk to you and you never bother. But as you keep on sharing with someone, unaona na character ya huyu ni nzuri, na character ya huyu naona inanijenga. So you start moving to the sense of that. Another one is you are complete yourself. You yourself, your completeness. Where unasikia now, I feel nimesoma, nimefanya hivi, and I've done all this, I feel I'm complete. So I can look for somebody. Another one is when you are ready to get dating, you most of the time you smile. You go to the kwa kioo, you get, I think I'm good. Ukivaa nguo unasikia tu, ukikutana na watu hata wengine, you just feel happy. You just feel happy. You just, there is something, yes, there is something, that contentment telling you now, you are ready now, you can get somebody.
Literally made me smile.
So the keeping smiling, you also keep yourself strong. And then your self energy. You're quite a number of energy, physically energy, you feel now, miaka yangu nasikia imetosha, I can get somebody married to. You also get some energy from maybe pocket kidogo, nasikia, I think I can start a family. You know, when you start dating, it is always, we said there is no rehearsal. Ati wacha kwanza ni rehearse, alafu nione kama nitaoa. No, you rehearsal and then you finish everything. So it is you, that's why I talk of preparedness. That physical preparedness, psychological preparedness, spiritual preparedness, it is very important to guide you so that you can be able. The other one is you honor your bigger self. You know, everybody has got the bigger self. Your bigger self is, what is your dream as a family I want to start with? That is the bigger you. I want to have this kind of a family. Now, if I start dating now, do I have all what it takes for me to be able to do this? Because some of the people, they make jokes, kimuchezo tu, naanza tuoane, ni sawa. So you begin a family that you are not set. By the time now you'll be purposed now to start a family. When you are purposed, the one you had married, ama ulikuwa umesukumiwa mtu, inakuwa ngumu sana. So you start feeling very discouraged. You start even seeing all the mistakes. Unaonanga hata vidoda hujawahi ona. A true love, you'll never see a wound. You'll never see any mistake. You always say, how can I correct? And bearing in mind, you come from different twigs. This one comes from an apple, and another one comes from an orange. You bring and you sew it together to start a family. There is the way their culture is, there is the way the behavior is, and that's why we say love have no boundaries. You'll get yourself from this country, another one from another country. The issue is, are we ready to stay together?
Okay.
That is the key thing, because some of the people even are limited by parents. So unakuta mzazi anakucondition. Are this kind of people we want? Mimi nataka uniletee mtu anakaa namna hii. Na yeye akiletwa nyumbani unakuta there is a lot of fight. So you realize now, sasa huyu nimeleta amekuwa shida. You decide to throw away, you bring another one. So what brought that person to bring another one, and you have not sorted the problem, it will still be an issue. So it's always good to be able to have the bigger yourself. Maybe the last one I can highlight is you realize there is nothing wrong with it. Dating, there is nothing wrong with it. Mimi nimepanga, I start dating somebody and you see it on your side, it is okay. But any time you see it is wrong, definitely it will wrong be in your heart, because everything begins from our heart. And I'm sure when you do that, for sure, to be able to be smart.
Wow, so much knowledge within a very short time. And I mean, you just need to really concentrate and hear out what he's saying, because they're very important. Most of the things that really don't work is because we go unprepared. You know, I keep on giving the example that even when you're going to start your career, you start by preparing. An engineer will take 7 years, a doctor 7 years, a business person maybe 4 years. We all need to prepare and be ready before entering the field, and it's very, very important. So you can give a parting shot.
Yeah, I can say that for you to have a good future, it's good to plan yourself in everything, whether it's a career, whether it is a relationship. It is good to plan yourself. Planning, whenever you plan, you expect to succeed. Failure to plan, prepare to fail. So even in the issue of dating, even when you are dating, let's say for example, you are dating somebody and you are going to a certain point. You cannot just go there even without a shilling and expecting everything. Maybe you know I'm expecting to spend this and this and this and this. Plan yourself in everything. For a relationship to stand, plan yourself. For you to date, take time and don't rush in life, because whenever you rush in life, you limit your future.
Wow.
Thank you.
There you have it, our viewers. Are you ready to date from what we've actually discussed and put across? You ask yourself that question. I want to just finish by putting across what the late Dr. Miles Monroe says. He says, you only know you're ready to date when you don't want to date. When you're desperate to do something, most likely you're not ready to do it. So it's very important to take your time like Adam did. He slept, because sometimes we need to sleep for some things to really happen in our lives. Thank you for watching. Remember, dating is not for mating, it is for collecting data. See you next time. This is Decoding the Process. Be blessed.